When they responded to the call, they actually responded to a person shot at this location. The call detailed information that 2 actual victims had been shot. Patrol cautiously approached the residents because at the time they did not know any suspect information was available to them. Patrol officers entered the residence. They located 3 deceased persons inside the same apartment, or condominium in this case. Those persons have yet to be identified, but I will describe the victims as such. 1, a white male, approximately 50 to 60 years old, a white female in the same age group, 50 to 60, and a second white female, approximately 25 to 35 years old. As you can tell, it's a very complicated situation with having 3 victims here at the house. We do see the homicide detectives, our crime scene detectives and the medical examiner's officer here on the scene, and we're working to process the scene, collect the evidence, and try to establish what transpired earlier. I will tell you that we are talking to various parties that live in the neighborhood, as well as family members and friends of the deceased, and trying to develop as much information as we can to assist us in this investigation. We will be here continuing through the night, working toward processing the scene and the interviews that we are conducting. We are confirming, I will be able to also establish or try to confirm the identities of these people later on tonight, early tomorrow morning. I'll be able to release some additional information as the night progresses on. I will tell you that we are investigating this as a murder-suicide, but we leave our options open until we make sure we detail everything that we can in reference to this case.
Can you describe the victims again?
Describe the victims as a white male, approximately 50 to 60 years old, a white female, same age group, 50 to 60, and a second white female, approximately 25 to 35 years old.
When you guys got the call, so you originally got the call of 2 people down or 1 person down?
2 persons down.
Can you confirm that is the wife and daughter?
I cannot.
But you mentioned 3 bodies were found. Is that?
That gives us the indication that it is a murder-suicide, and we are working through that. I don't want to release that and completely establish that as the case here, but that's our theory at this point. We'll continue to work through the night and make that established.
Do you know if neighbors knew of any kind of
I'm sorry,
complaints?
go ahead.
Did the initial 911 call come from inside the house?
I don't have that information yet. We have to get with our communications officers who will be able to give us that information as the night progresses. What we're doing right now is trying to work the scene first. We'll go outside, we'll get some of those additional answers from crime analysis, like probably the questions you're going to ask, how many calls for service we had at this apartment, things like that, communications, how that call came in exactly, where it came from, the number it came from. We'll be talking to those people that made the call, that kind of thing, as the night progresses.
Do you know if neighbors have said anything about you?
We're interviewing the neighbors, and that'll be something that we'll, like I said, be able to detail further on as the night goes on.
Sergeant Ford, what was said during those 911 calls? Do we know, was it a call?
All we know is there was, all I can tell you at this point is there was someone shot inside the residence.
Can you confirm that they are related?
I cannot confirm that. Again, confirmation of that is hard for me to just go out and throw that out there right now. I will tell you we're working some murder-suicide, but until I get those confirmations from identifications of the bodies, whether it be fingerprints or families make those identifications, I don't want to do that yet.
Do we know who shot who?
I do not. I will be putting that together as, like I said, my detectives are out there on the scene. They're back there working through the scene right now, and we should be able to establish that as the night goes on.